example. Checksum is a technique in which on the sender side the data bits are separated into different subparts having equal number of bits, and then a checksum is calculated, and the checksum is appended to the actual data, and the data is sent to the receiver along with the checksum. Now, how the checksum is calculated? First of all the subparts which are having the equal number of bits, let's say n, they are added in such a manner that if a carry is generated, then that carry is added to the LSB, and then the sum will be calculated, and one's complement of the sum will be done. This one's complement will be called as checksum. Now this checksum will be appended to the actual data, and the whole part, data as well as the checksum, will be transmitted to the receiver. Now on the receiver side, the receiver again breaks the whole data plus the checksum into subunits having n number of bits, that means equal number of bits, and the receiver takes sum of all the bits, all the subparts. The receiver takes sum of all the subparts, and then the sum, the receiver takes the ones complement of the sum, and if the ones complement of the sum on the receiver side is 0, then that means the data is free from any error, and if it is non-zero, then that means some error is there inside the data. This checksum technique is only to detect whether there is an error or not. It cannot correct the error. It cannot detect the error location. Now let me give an example to you. Let's suppose this is the data from the sender side. Now the sender will split these data bits into equal subparts having equal number of bits. Let's suppose the total number of bits in this data is 12. Well, let's break this data into three subparts having 4 bits each. 1, the data is split into 3 subparts. Each subpart is having 4 bits. Now all these subparts are added. Let's add 3 subparts. And by adding, it is important to recall that if any carry is generated, then the carry is added to the LSB. By adding, one is generated as carry. This carry will be added to the LSB. Again one carry is generated. Again this will be added to the LSB. This is the sum. Now we have calculated the sum. That means all the subparts are added. If any carry is generated, then that carry is added to the LSB. By this procedure, the sender adds all the subparts and calculates the sum. This is sum. Now this sum, let's call it as sum. Now the sender will take one's complement of this sum. That means the one's complement of this will be 1, 1, 1 and 0. This is nothing but the checksum. This is the checksum calculated. It has 4 bits. Now the sender will append this checksum to the actual data. 1, 1. This is the actual data, and the checksum will also be appended to it. Now this data will be sent by the sender to the receiver side. The receiver will again split the data into some subparts having equal number of bits. Let's suppose here we will split the data again into 4 subparts having 4 number of bits each. And then the receiver will add all the data. Will take in a similar manner. If any carry is generated, then the carry will be added to the LSB. And again, the ones complement of the sum will be taken. If the ones complement is equal to 0, that means the data is error free, or else some error is there at any point.